Hi, my name's Mark and I'm going to talk for a few moments about university finance, which, as you know, is a huge topic. I'm not going to bombard you with too much detail, you can do your own research, but just to give you a bit of the basics. What I would say at the beginning is don't dismiss university because of the cost until you know all of the facts. What you're probably hearing in the news is that you're going to leave university with a debt of around about £50,000. And whilst that may be true, it's really a meaningless figure, and what you need to focus on is how much you actually need to pay back. So let's start at the beginning. If you go to university, there's going to be two types of loans that you can get. A loan for your tuition fees, which will be around about £9,000 a year. And there's also a loan you can get for your maintenance costs. So that's going to be your living costs, food, accommodation, books, and so on. When it comes to the maintenance costs, the loan that you get will depend on your household income. So it depends on how much your parents earn, for example, if you're living with both of your parents. And the amount you get can vary from round about, let's say, £100 a week. And basically, if you're studying, it does depend on various factors. If you're studying in London, then you're going to get more. And especially if you're living away from home and you're living in London, or if you're living at home with your parents while you're at university, you're going to get less. So it really depends on your household income. When you get that loan, basically, hopefully you'll get the loan right at the beginning of your course, but you can apply for it about 6 months before your course actually starts in the September or October, so that your money is ready by the time you start. So you don't have to fork out your own money to start university. You can apply for your loan way before you actually start your course. It's often a big challenge while you're at university to fund yourself, because once you've got your maintenance loan and you've paid for your accommodation, let's say you're going into halls of residence, you might find that you don't have a huge amount left over. But what you can do is, obviously you've got the bank of mum and dad who can help if possible, but also you might feel that you need to get your own part-time job while you're studying to supplement the income that you're getting. So that's just something to be aware of. In terms of when you finish your degree and you start paying back your loan, you only start paying back your loan once you start earning just over £27,000 a year. So if you're earning less than that, you're not paying back a thing, nothing at all. So let's say, for example, you're earning around about £28,000, you're going to be paying back about £63 a year, or about £5 a month. If you're earning, let's say, 50 grand, you're paying back about £2,000 a year, or about £170 a month. Now, the money you pay back comes straight out of your salary. You don't see it, so you don't have to worry about finding the money to pay for it. You don't have to worry about people coming knocking on your door asking for the money. It comes directly out of your salary. And then, the other thing to be aware of is after 30 years, if you've not paid back the whole of your loan, then the remaining debt gets wiped. You don't have to pay back a thing. And many people will never have to pay back the whole of their student debt for that reason. Now, what I said earlier on, in the fact that you don't need to pay anything if you're earning less than just over 27 grand. So let's say, for example, if you take a career break, or if you work part-time, maybe you're going to start a family, in which case your salary might drop below £27,000. Again, you're not paying back a thing. So even if you're initially earning that much money, if your salary drops below that, then you don't have to pay back anything, and that's important to remember. One or two other things to think about: you may be entitled to a scholarship to go to university depending on your individual circumstances and the course that you're applying for. So that's something else to look out for, because that can really help. So that's just a few basics about university finance. You can find out more if you go on the UCAS website, or there are other websites as well that you can look at to find out more about university finance. Take care.